most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Hi folks, I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Today, as you might have guessed, we're going to show you the best bicep workout that you can do at home or traveling. You don't need any weights. And we're going to also include some wrist strengthening, forearm strengthening.
Exactly. Yep. This is something I've just come on to in the last few months. I really like this routine.
Look how he's beefing up there.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little jealous because people keep asking, how does Brad get fit? They don't ask me how I'm getting fit. So, by the way, if you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Also, go to bobandbrad.com and go to the giveaway section. We're always giving something away. We're currently giving away a couple of these TENS units. TENS is a little electronic unit.
Electrical stimulation.
Yeah,
Bob.
right. And this is going to help take away your pain, especially chronic pain, help you get back to moving again.
Right.
So it'll be on Bob and Brad Facebook, pinned to the top of the page. You can also go to Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok if you want a 60-second version of our program. Take it away, Brad.
All right, Bob. So biceps, if you don't want to buy the dumbbells or you don't want to go to the gym, you need to stay at home for whatever reason. I just like to work out at home myself. Or if you travel,
convenient.
Right.
It's
or if you travel, you want something you can throw in your suitcase to work out. And this works out really well.
What's nice about this, it's got varying levels of intensity.
Exactly.
Even though it's very small.
Right. Actually, we're going to throw 3 options. We're going to show the grip strengthener for one, and then we're going to show some banding. And one way or another, you're going to find an option that's going to work for you to fit the needs. So first of all, we got this little device called the grip strengthener. It's a newer device. It just came on the market in the last 6 months or a year or so. It's got...
Who was it invented by, Brad?
Well, it was invented by Jay.
Two goofballs.
Well, Jay really did. He's a rock climber.
It says strong like bull on there.
Yep.
So...
Yeah, the guy who really came up with it was a rock climber when he was younger, and he wanted something to strengthen his wrists and hands.
And forearm, yep.
Right, for life-saving adventure.
It works, believe me.
So what we do is we have 4 bands here, and we have a handle with a pivot. And this is exactly how I start. I'm going to put around each foot.
Just one of the bands.
I'm going to start with my wrists.
You're going to start with your wrists.
I'm going to use 2, but it depends how strong you are. You may only want to use 2 bands. I'll show you that in just a second.
If you're elderly or older, I mean, you may definitely have to start with 1 band total.
Yep, and that's another option.
Yep.
And
why don't I do that? I'll go to 1 band.
Yep, go ahead. Yeah, you could demonstrate that. Now, I'm going to let my hand open up all the way so I get complete wrist as well as finger strength, because this all works together.
Look how his forearms are being supported by and so all the movement is coming from the wrist itself.
Yeah. I'm not doing this. I'm supporting here.
Oops, I did keep it underneath.
Yeah.
There we go.
There you go.
I only wanted 1 underneath.
Yeah, there we go. And I do 3 sets of 10 of these. But first I'll do these. And I haven't been counting here, but I'll shoot for 10 to 12 at home. All right. And then I'm going to drop down to 2 bands, and then I'm going to turn my palms over and do the opposite side of the wrist, the extensors. First I did the flexors, now I'm doing the extensors.
Look how his forearms are working.
Yeah, it's a nice workout. I'm starting to feel the burn, and then you can also do it this way to get some radial deviation.
That's what's nice about this. I don't know how you do this in the gym with a bar, doing the sideways like this. It'd be difficult.
Or even at home with the
dumbbells, I guess. But
okay, then this isn't really made for this, but I find it work really efficient and I like it. And then I do my bicep curls right here. Now this, for some people, may or may not work. I find it works really well.
Yeah, for me, I'm a bit taller, so it doesn't fit me as well. It still works. I'm using 1 right now.
All right.
It still works. And actually with 1, it actually works pretty well, Brad. But
yeah, there you go.
I got the elbow kind of supported.
I'll do mine like this with thumbs up so I get my brachioradialis muscle, and it works it's more complete this way. Oh, I'm getting tired, Bob.
By the way, when I did the grip strengthening over a period of a couple of months, Brad, remember I actually measured my grip with using a dynamometer,
right?
And it improved like 20 to 30 pounds in that little time.
Well, there's no doubt it's going to strengthen you. because you can vary the resistance. Another thing we didn't mention is you can vary the resistance just by how far your feet are apart.
Right.
Yep. So, if my feet are close together, this is easier than this. So it's a nice way to vary the resistance easily.
Brad, do you want to mention some reps and how often you do these?
I thought I said 3 sets of 10.
Did you?
Did I say
Oh.
that, Mike? Okay.
And then
I did.
Also, but I wouldn't do it every day.
No, I do mine Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Yeah.
And
And,
then
some people might even do it with a 48-hour.
Sure.
That is 48 hours.
Yeah. 2 days, Bob.
I'm really sharp today, aren't I? Some people would even do less than that. They might even do just 2 days a week.
Right.
Some.
Right.
Some 3 days a week is fine.
Yeah. It depends on the volume that you're going to do.
Same with the grip strengthener. Do not do it every day. I made that mistake. And my forearms got so sore I had to stop it for a month.
Yeah. And you could, just comment.
Especially at my age.
Yeah.
So,
Bob, you got to relax a little bit.
Yeah, that's right.
You're not 25 anymore.
yeah, I know.
All right, now let's go to some other options if you don't want to have that, but there may be a good chance that you can get a hold of these, or you may have some bands, and it's nice to have some decent handles. So I'm going to show, standing. You can do this in your bedroom, in your hotel room. You can spread your feet apart and adjust the resistance.
Again, easy to bring with you.
Right.
And you can do other exercises then too with it too.
Right. So here we're going to think about posture, not this, but here, and work. And again, try to adjust the resistance. You can see I have 2 bands, a red one and kind of a green one on there. I've had up to 4 bands on here, not for this exercise because my bicep, obviously I'm not a bodybuilder, but I do like to keep fit and at least, strong enough so my wife finds me attractive yet,
Not bad for 50. How old are you? 57?
I think so, Bob. I kind of forget sometimes. Okay. You can actually do some wrist stuff like this. It doesn't work as good as the other thing.
Yeah,
it doesn't work near as good, but
it's not made for it as well.
I
was going to show biceps here, Brad.
But just wait, Bob.
Oh, you got another one?
Well, we're going to use the wall anchor. This is a third option.
Sure.
And I'm going to show the way I do them at home, and Bob's going to show the way he does them at home.
Sounds good. Why don't you start off, Brad? So
we can I do mine laying down just because I think it's fun. And
I'm going to move this chair out of the way, Brad, so you can see.
Oh, yeah, we don't want to block the view. Because when I'm laying down like this, I'm relaxed. I have excellent posture, and it just is a nice way to do it.
Well, you're focusing on the arms here. You can't use your body to try to
lift
it up. And this is why you're going to have perfect form doing these. And that's what's nice about bands, because you obviously couldn't do dumbbells this way because you'd be going with gravity.
Right.
So
half the direction would be with gravity.
Yeah. So this is a great way. I'm actually, Brad, we're going to do a video on how to work out with a back pain. And that's one of them I recommend because you can keep your back nice and straight while you're doing biceps.
Oh, so, go ahead, show them what you do, Bob.
Well, this is the one I like to do. I like to do this because I got two bands also hooked up to the lower anchor. I like to start with one and with one handle, and I just warm up my bicep this way, with just the 2 bands. And then I go and I grab on and I go, and once it's warmed up, then I give it with all 4 bands. You don't have to worry about not getting enough resistance. Yeah, this will work you out. And if you want to put 3 bands on there, put 3 bands on there. Right. And then obviously you have to switch to the other side, but it works out really well. Really a lot easier on the joints. I for a while couldn't do these because I couldn't do it with a bar because I was having so much elbow pain. Sure. But I could do it with this one. And I think part of it was because I could switch it a little bit. Like a bar forces you to be like this. Right, you're locked into the bar. Yeah, you're locked into being supinated. Well, I could go a little bit internally rotated and pronated. Yeah, the wrist goes wherever it wants to. Ergonomically correct. There's no doubt about it. Right. It's going to follow what you need to do. Exactly. So there you go, at home, traveling, no weights, and you can really get a nice workout with those wrists and biceps. So, Bob, once again, I think we've come one step closer. To what? Success? No, to broken. Yeah, we can always fix a broken heart, except we can't now.
We can fix just about anything
except for a broken heart.
Oh, wow. That was a tough one, Bob.
It's a tough day.